Okay, welcome back everyone, Zaf here. This is an emergency video because we have a lot of new buffs in the game right now when it comes to artifacts. No, not Thomas Andre. We know he's buff and we know Woo is admiring for some reason. Kinda creepy, Woo. Relax. We know you're looking even though you're wearing shades, you little freak, but artifacts got buffed, and not just by margin, heavily got buffed, doubling their stats. So let me cover with you artifacts you should not salvage. There's a few, trust me. You do not want to touch these artifacts because they can be the next meta. Actually, right now, the Obsidian set is meta for, you guessed it, Thomas Andre, outstanding ability. This set is so strong now. Look at this. Before these buffs, I believe it was at 25%. Now, it's at 60%. What is going on? So look right here, the damage dealt increase effect potency increases to 60%, and this effect now triggers when the user is at 40% or more after maximum mana. So Thomas Andre, who really doesn't lose too much mana, can use this set like crazy. What an OP set. I was honestly shocked this is the effect they gave it because, oh my gosh, 60%? Is it a typo? Because that's one massive number. There's also a lot more artifact sets that receive a buff, so let me cover them with you. That way you do not salvage them, otherwise, yeah, your account is going to lose a lot of progress because these sets are probably going to become very viable. So here in this notice, we have all the recent changes to our artifacts, very important. But really quick, speaking of important, if you haven't yet, make sure to support us. Netmarvel's free supporter program. You get codes by doing so do not miss out. The link is down below, of course. And of course, do make sure, if you haven't yet, to subscribe to the channel. That way I keep pumping out videos like this, because then I know you do want more SLA content. So here we go, very important. First off, Warmonger getting a slight buff. The duration does increase from 6 to 8 seconds, not too bad. Means these stacks do apply much longer. So that is a very positive change. We have Armed, ignoring an additional 3% of the target's defense, not too bad, but here are the very good ones coming in. First off, Champion on the field. Increases the user's attack by 8% for 8 seconds when landing a crit, and it stacks up to 6 times. Oh my gosh. That's a 48% attack bonus just from this little skill right here. That's what I call a pretty crazy adjustment, from 20% to 48%. The devs honestly provided such big puffs for these artifacts. Next up we have Behemoth, the Executioner set. At the 4 set effect, we now get a 60% damage increase. That's when the enemy is 70% HP or less, so not too hard of an effect to apply. Overall, a 60% damage increase is nuts, straight up nutso mode. Even the 2 set effect going to 30% now. The condition is hard, but still a 30 and 6% bonus. That is what I call absolutely mad. But the one that's actually much better in my opinion is the Berserker set. Hold on. I think there is a typo here. Berserker going from 30% to 30%. Let's pop open our game. That way I can confirm whether or not it is 60% or 30. Would it make sense for it to remain as 30, especially when the text was adjusted? So as you can see right here, it is 60%, and this set is my personal favorite. That's because all you have to do is get hit by the enemy, drop to 70% HP. Once you reach that mark, you get a 60% damage dealt increase. Oh my gosh. Obviously, Obsidian is very good too. The effect is instant, but once you reach that mana threshold of 40% or lower, you lose the effect. That's why this can be the best set, period. Only if you don't run into mana issues, so very important. Always make sure with this set, you're above 40% mana, or else you lose that 60% bonus, which is not juicy at all. But based on these sets right here, Obsidian, which we already talked about, I would say Berserk and Obsidian have the most potential, based on the units you use them on, of course. And yeah, that's it. So these artifacts, please do not salvage them. They can be very good. Next up, you'll ask, well, what do I salvage? Honestly speaking, I can't really answer that question. I'll tell you what I did just because it worked out for me. First off, when it comes to boots, every single set, I looked up healing give an increase, this right here, and I salvaged every single boot I had. These are new, but every single boot of this set right here got salvaged. It was a lot, just to make room. And the other thing I do is I look at sets that don't really get too much use. So in this case, I would pick something like Solid Foundation. We don't have too much core attack, so it's not going to be too useful, at least for now. What I do is I'll click a random one, like this one here, additional attack, damage increase. This was not too bad, so I'll keep it. I'll go to one more, the helmet, attack percentage, additional attack, damage increase, I'll keep it. I'll go to this one, additional attack, no other attack, no other offensive stats, so I will salvage this one by one. That's all you can do. I'm sorry. There is no trick to this. You just have to go through them, see which stats suck, see which artifacts you can salvage, ones that won't do you any good at all even if they get a buff, like this one here as well. You just have to go through this grueling manual process. You can also put on some filters, so you can go ahead and put maybe sub-effect, you don't want any mana consumption, 6 pop-up for this, so not too bad. Again, you can salvage these, but be on the side of caution, save at least 1 or 2 that could be useful. Like this one here can potentially be good, you don't, no, that's a problem. Save this one here. Another one that can be good even though we have mana consumption on it. That's the problem with artifacts. We just need more space. Please, Zevs, just make it infinite space. I don't want to salvage anymore. I'm sure a ton of us had salvaged the Berserker set, the Obsidian set, etc. I thankfully didn't too much, as you can see, 232. Berserker and Executioner, though I did salvage a few more than usual, but only bad ones, so I'm pretty much good, I hope. I should have good ones. If I don't, well, I'm cooked, because these sets are looking pretty darn juicy, but that's what I wanted to cover. I wanted to make sure you are safe in regards to salvaging. Do not spam salvage, please. Check these sets, so important. Outstanding ability is a must on Thomas Andre, and these artifacts are not easy to get. It's not instant. You don't just magically get good stats like damage. Let's see. Do we have any good ones here? Crit damage, offense, damage increase, no garbage. This one's bad too. This one's no bueno. This one can maybe be good, but it's a gamble, as you can see. All of these can maybe be good if you get 1 or 2 stats locked in. Otherwise, yeah, it's not going to be a very good time. You want to make sure you get the right stats, and it looks like defense is not being found on these artifacts. So I do hope you're enjoying these new updates, these buffs, etc. A lot of videos are going to come out from me. I will not sleep until I cover every little bit of this update. We have one more thing to cover too, Simulation Gate. That's another big one. And also all these awards coming in. Oh my gosh, look at this. Just check this out. Look at my inbox. I've never seen so many awards in my life. Are you seeing this? Look, endless. It's endless. Is it glitched? I don't even know. There's so many rewards here still going. It's still, oh my gosh. And we got the skin too, the brand new skin, Sun Jinwoo, God of Death. Oh my gosh, another sick reward coming in for us. Overall, the devs are killing it. Can't wait to make more videos. Make sure you subscribe, drop a like, all that good stuff. That way I know you want more content like this. And also, don't forget, be sure to join me on the supporter program. It's free. You're missing out if you don't. The link is down below. You get codes by doing so. But yeah, on that note, that's all for you today. This is your Code King Zaf. You guessed it, signing out.